Hey, you guys, what are you doing? Huh? How's it going, everybody? Wiggin, are you coming in? Come on, Wiggs. Come on this way. I'm going inside, huh? Everybody's going inside. Oh, dear. All right, there's Lily. There's Wiggin. There's Gunny. Go on in. There's Annabelle. Okay, at least we know where they are. Hey, friends. The channel. Really excited. I mean, I'm still speechless, and everything has just been surreal today. But anyway, I'm done with work. I started my deck job, and you know, it's finally got the building permit in the window, and taking stuff apart and kind of seeing what really needs to be done. You know, you give it your best guess, and then there's the string lines and the transits and the levels, and they really kind of dictate what needs to happen. So I'm getting a handle on that. So anyway, I almost forgot. I almost shipped this axe out. Tree Fella's wedge banger got branded last night, and I almost started boxing it up, and then I realized I almost forgot the paracord. So I'm going to do some paracord and maybe get started, and then finish it up and bring it back in. And then I have a couple of unboxings I want to do. Man, this thing is still deadly sharp. It's just, I need to take it up and put it on the buffer and polish this one more time, and then it'll be ready to go. It's a little bit fuzzy from being in the wood the last couple of days, but yeah, I can't wait for this to be in his hands and out on his jobs. It'll make me proud to see it being used, banging wedges, seeing trees go over. So anyway, as always, I forgot my tripod. So hopefully, if you guys, let's see, where's that thing? I think that's got it. Get this out of the way. How's everybody doing? How are you all doing? I hope you guys are well. I really do. Like I said, I can't even hardly talk about what happened yesterday. I'm just flipped out in a good way, but it's yeah. So anyway, floating along here. I'm back. So we got the McCullough hat, the Hopper shirt. So anyway, I don't know about you, but when I throw my axe down to bang a wedge or something like that, sometimes I forget about it and I have a hard time seeing it, you know? So anyway, high vis orange. Oh, and Mr. Treefella just happens to be a steel man, so it's orange and black. So what? He's got the best of both worlds there, he does. So we're going to see if we can pull this off, and shouldn't take too long. This isn't a how-to video, by the way. This was a video on Bucket's channel. He's got 2 videos on this, and it's a very good video. And he says that he himself found it on the YouTube Baroni show, kind of thing. When you were a kid in grade school, mess around with string and stuff. It's not too far removed from that. So basically, you know what I really should do first? What I really should do? What I really should do? Because the double faller was hanging right here like this the other day. I still got a cut from it, but I was, you know, in La La Land, and I turned around like this and went, just barely touched it, and I was bleeding. I mean, not stitches kind of bleeding, but you know, who needs a cut if you don't, if it's preventable? So that was me not paying attention. So oh, these stinking rolls of tape, of this normal tape, gets so, the glue gets so messed up after a while. But I think we're just gonna do this just to be working on this deck. My hands are gonna take a beating. It's gonna get cold, and then I get cracks, and I wear tape on my fingers, and what else do I do? Super glue, and you know who else? Home Depot has a, for cuts, Home Depot has a liquid Band-Aid. Comes in a 2-pack, and it's actually really good stuff. I actually like it better than super glue, and I've been using super glue for a long time. Super glue works, let me tell you. Okay, so I've got my old vice grips, my little teeny vice grips, and my needle nose that took a right turn. Let's see what these guys are doing. What are you guys doing? Did you go doing all right? Okay, good. So anyway, this is going out tomorrow. Come heck, or high water, or both. So I'm gonna get my 3 wraps in there, and maybe start cranking on it a little bit more. Whoops, I gotta get some more wraps. The main thing is just keeping these 2 guys flat, and this way a little bit, because the whole thing for a while wants to turn on you. But yeah, see how that turned on me? I don't like that. So we're gonna try and we're gonna try. So now okay. Had a phone call, and my hands tied up, and So anyway, hey you, how are you doing? How you doing, Tootie? Okay. Now, oops. And I need a pair of pliers. We'll take these. I love this thing. It's a heavy duty one. We'll cut the paracord. I must order some more paracord. Cut both ends. And it's wrapped. This stuff is really important. And I tried a bunch of stuff on my own, but I had to listen to Buckin, Uncle Buckin. You can get this stuff on Amazon, and it is the bomb. It does exactly what you need it to do to hold the places where they need to be held to keep the tension in the wrap. So, seal all. Oh, what are you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Good. So what I do is I get a little bamboo toothpicky skewer thing, and whoops, oopsies. You just come in and spread things around a little down here. Open it up just a touch. Careful not to mess with your tension. Up here, I think I'm plenty tight up here. I think I'm going to have to start using smaller paracord, although I like the bigger paracord, but it leaves, when that loop comes through, it spreads this apart a little bit. I have a little smiley face right there, which I'm okay with. It's a tight wrap, but I think I'm plenty tight in here. All I'm going to do is put a little seal all here and a little seal all here, and then I'll flip this and spread these guys at the bottom. Oh, they're already spread. Not too bad, you know. Imagine it takes a few of these to really get it bulletproof. This isn't too bad though. I'm proud of this. As long as it's something you're proud of, you know? I mean, why make something or do something you're not proud of just to do it? Anyway. So it comes out fast. So I kind of put it on, and I use the toothpick. I mean, I'm just barely squeezing, and it's rolling out of there. But I'm putting this stuff, and it oozes right in there. I'm just kind of guiding this stuff in there with this skewer, the pointy part of the skewer. Toothpick's fine. But I can tell you, I was using the heck out of my 8-pound sledge today, driving 2x4 stakes into dry ground, and sometimes missing, whatever, and hit this stuff and it didn't even dent it. I was really pleased. So I personally don't like this stuff on my fingers. It does not like my fingers. It's a little stingy. So now we're gonna just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Don't you go ahead and fall on me. I will not be happy. It would not make me happy today. It's been a pretty good day. It's actually been a really good day. It's actually been an outstanding day. It's oozing its way in there. If there's one Achilles heel that I have with this, it's getting these first 3 wraps super, super tight. But that's why we have seal oil. And I'm just pushing it in there, and pushing it back. Up like this. Because it's very sticky. So all that remains is a box, a buff on this edge with a rag wheel and rubbing compound or polishing compound. I mean, I could send it out like this. It'll chop the snot out of whatever it comes into contact with. So anyway, so that's number 1. Oh, I got a little under there. So I'm gonna put this over here. So that feels good. So the first unboxing is from my buddy Darren Cook in Georgia. Danielsville, Georgia. Gotta check on the dogs. I'm good, girl. Where are you? Girl, can you go outside? Come on. You guys are a bunch of boobies. Get in there, you boobies. Look, otherwise known as Cosmic Sponge 2000. He sent me a starter kit for a slingshot. He is a slingshot master and a bushcraft knife collector and master with bushcraft knives. You should check his channel out if you haven't already. Cosmic Sponge 2000. He is good people. So anyway, I have to admit, I started opening this at lunchtime because I didn't realize what it was. So then I stopped. I haven't looked at it, so sorry for the masking tape. So the Sparrow he sent me with bands, changeable bands. I mean, this is, we're talking, he can hit a soda can at 30 yards with a pecan. I think this is a homemade one. To see how this got started was, I've got this piece of wood right here, because I saw him making that stuff. And this is, to me, this is what these channels of ours are all about. I saw him making slingshots and shooting slingshots out of just whatever. I mean, he can take a single stick, he's that good. He can take a single stick and put a rubber band on it and be accurate with it. But anyway, this is a piece of that ash, and I was out there splitting that ash, and I was like, that is prime slingshot configuration. So that's going to him when I can get my act together. And look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is nuts. And he's like all like this. Dude, I don't know what to say. Oh, and he left me a message. These are clay balls for ammo, biodegradable. Good for the earth, bad for squirrels. And a card. He and his wife, two of the coolest people you'll ever want to hear from. I mean, this is what our channels are doing. These channels, our channels, are connecting us with people that, you know, it's that just, I don't have any words. I still don't. Yesterday I was speechless. I'm still a little speechless. So anyway, let's give this an open. I mean, but, you know, everybody talks about YouTube metrics and, oh, but my goodness, people, his wife, he told me in the message, his wife did the artwork on this card. And she wrote me a message. Good vibes from the cooks, Darren and Sarah. I mean, I got goosebumps. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I mean, this is a whole new chapter of my life that's happening right here, right now. You know, you get so used to, you know, you get in that mindset of, you know, like, what was that dog in, it was Bullwinkle and Rocky. Derpy, he talk like this. You know, you get into that mindset, you know. Good things happen. Good things are going to happen to, good stuff is happening right now. So, wow. I mean, like, wow. Darren and Sarah, good vibes back to you. And what can I say? I will use this. I have plenty of squirrels I can aim this stuff at. So, I don't know. They get into my tomatoes, so I'm sorry, it's game on. They get into my tomatoes, and that's just wrong. So, anyway, this stays in the bunker. This stays next to Tasman's note. When he sent me his axe head, this right here is what it's all about. Thoughtfulness, kindness. I mean, what do we want to be? The opposite of that? Are you kidding me? Wow. And my wife just thought I was a nerd. Axes, power saws, guitars, drums, bass, and now slingshots. Or as Yosemite Sam would say. Anyway, the second unboxing is, I think you can probably figure out what this is, and I'm sure a lot of people are getting theirs. It is indeed. From Smith Graphics. As promised. Yep, my wife. And then what's funny is my wife went online and bought me one too, because she was trying to be a super sweetie. And she bought the right size and I bought the wrong size. XL shrinks down to a large, and so anyway, you darn tootin' stand up and buck. You know what? Oh, these are nice t-shirts too. These are nice and thick. But the other ones weren't nice. They're awesome. But this one was really thick. Is that eye? You said that was, that's the eye? Okay. Anyway, you can also, if you put a 36-inch handle on an axe, you can also stand up and chop. Just saying. Anyway, so I think when these, what was it, 2 weeks ago when these shirts came out, Buckin said, when you get your shirt, do a video and tell him with the hashtag Buckin Experience, tell him what you stand up for, what motivates you. So that's this video, Buckin. First of all, I just want to thank you, Buckin, for so many things. You turned my life around. And that's really without getting it, without sitting here for 50 minutes to an hour and a half. I mean, we all know how I can talk about a draw knife for an hour and a half. That's not what the point is, but I guess, so what I stand up for a lot of things. I stand up for hard work. I stand up for hand tools. I stand up for carpentry. But those are all like easy things to stand up for. I stand up for love. Buckin, thank you for opening my eyes to that. Keep knocking these off. Thanks for opening my eyes to that. And kindness. I just knocked another one off. There goes the compressor. So, if I need to lean on this, which I do need to lean. The cooks, thank you again. I stand up for new friends that go above and beyond. You don't even have to give somebody something. You just text them and go, hey brother, hey sister, how you doing today? Everything okay? We got through the Monday, or we made it to Friday. How's it going? That is huge. And I mean, and then there's all branches out from that, but you have to start somewhere. You have to start with what you're comfortable starting with. I mean, you can't just all of a sudden be like, hey, how you doing? Glad to meet you. I'm running for office. I'm running for president of kindness. For some people that comes super naturally, and for others, I wouldn't call it work at it, but I've been a certain way for so long that I have to, I'm striving for it to become natural, like my sister. She's just naturally, she's nice as long as the day is wide, as tall. She's just this nice person. And I'm not saying I'm not a nice person, but we all come from different backgrounds and experiences, and sometimes we have to overcome our experiences. And by the way, McCullough, if you're thinking about a McCullough, your first McCullough, anything that says 1010 on it is rocking. You'll enjoy the heck out of it. You might need to know, if you're not mechanically inclined, you may need to know somebody that is, because they can be finicky. I stand up for McCullough chainsaws. That's kind of a no-brainer. Did I just say chainsaws? It has been a weird day. I meant to say power saws. I stand up for anything that cuts wood. But getting back to what it's all about, you know, where is it? This is Tasman's grandfather's axe head. What an honor that he would ask me, just, you know, he texted me this morning, "Hey brother, how you doing?" "I'm doing great. How are you doing?" There you have it. I stand up for that. Let's see, what else do I stand up for? I already said that I stand up for McCullough. I stand up for Buchan, both the verb and the person. Let's see, what else do I stand up for? I stand up for the acts of kindness. Consciously being kind. Whether it comes natural or not, we have to. It's the only way forward. It's funny when I wear this shirt out in public, what goes on in people's faces and what goes on in their mind. I don't think they know how to take it. And then there's some people that are like, "Hey, that's really great. That's a great play on words." And then you start a conversation with them and it's just boom. So the acts of kindness is awesome. I also stand up for the axe handle of life, because I too, 55, I'm right there. I'm getting close to the eye. So maybe I should leave the hat off. I stand up for keeping your power saws and the things that cut wood super sharp, whether they have a gullet or not. But in that same vein of standing up for the acts of life, I actually got those two shirts on out of order. But 1, 2, 3, go. What does that mean to you? Put that in the comments. To me, 1, 2, 3 goes. It means time is now. Time is now. We've got to walk together, because we won't walk together separately. We've got to make things happen for the good. So you don't think, nope, there's nothing left. Just a fat 55-year-old man with hairy chest. And I don't think you want to see that. In fact, I don't even want to see that. But do what drives you. I know you might not be able to do it all immediately, but you can put stuff in your life that brings you joy and happiness, and you can set goals, because you can achieve them. You can. I'm living proof. I mean, I wandered onto Uncle Buchan's site a year ago, and I did own my own business, but I'd been laying flooring for 7 years, and it was hurting my body. And I was unhappy because I wasn't getting paid what I'm a journeyman carpenter, and I wasn't getting paid what I should get paid for the effort that I was putting in. And there were some YouTube channels, Mr. Chickadee, Liam Hoffman, Essential Craftsman, A-Bomb. I was already on the trail of following these people that are sharing their lives, but it was Buchan and my grandfather's axe kind of, all of that. But him just kind of kicking me in the butt, and not on purpose, not personally, but it's like, hey, if you don't get yourself happy, if you're here and you don't get yourself happy, when you're here, you're going to be unhappy. So, and it was hard because I got into a situation with the floor laying gig that I just said, no more. You guys took advantage of me, no more. And they were like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, I'm on my own, officially on my own. If I'm going to go through this much headache, I will do it for myself, and I'll do things that, there's a better way. There just is. So anyway, I'm rambling again. Point is, stand up for being happy. Not ha 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 ha, but stand up. Set yourself up for success, not failure. And surround yourself with people that are happy and are concerned about you. And so that's kind of it, And so like it's like maybe a year and a half almost since I wandered onto Buchan's channel, and I mean I still have a lot of work to do, and I'm not on my 3rd million or anything like that, but the struggles that I go through are worth it because you're in charge of this. And sometimes bad things happen to good people, so there's always that. I'm certainly not saying I have the world by the tail at all. But my wife, if you ask my wife, she'll tell you that I'm a different fellow. I'm a happier fellow. I still have a lot of stuff to work on, but that's a whole nother thing. So I stand up for setting yourself up for success. And when you're happy, other people around you are happy. It just is. There's no other way. So I think that's really all I stand for. I love my family. I stand up for my family. I don't have any kids, but I have fur kids. I've got 4, and we foster dogs. My wife's a dog trainer, and she's finishing up her master's in psychology. So life's just beginning for us. We're kind of late bloomers. And I stand up for axe handles. I'm an axe handle maniac. I love axe heads too. You have to have something to put on the handle. So, but handles, I stand up for the handles, the old school handles. I also stand up for this 1948 Sager. No, I need to stop that. I was kidding around. This is gorgeous. This has not been altered in any way. This is a patina. Can we say it together? Patina. Hello? I'm kind of busy right now. So anyway, I'm super excited that the shirt came today. I'll be even more excited that when the right size comes, because then it won't shrink and I won't be like this in my belly. My belly will be like this. I'm telling you. That's what something I need to work on. But anyway, that's it. Be well. Much love to the cooks. That's not. Where's Tasman's note? Well, you know what I mean. Tasman, I love you. Charlie, you got something coming, girl. Yeah. Uncle Winnie, he's gonna do something for Charlie. So it'll probably hit, yeah. It'll probably come with your dad's axe. I got you in mind. So yeah, there's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff. I have lots of plans. I never in my wildest dreams thought I would be as far along with what I dreamt up 2 years ago as I am now. I think I expressed that in some graphics on the last video. Boy, it was hot in all those t-shirts. Anyway, I am gonna get off of here and go see what the dogs are up to. My wife's studying and I'm supposed to be watching the dogs, but I'm making a video. Anyway, you all take care. And Buckin', I guess I stand for a lot of things. I stand for Led Zeppelin too. And blues rock, Jimmy Page, crazy guitar, Bonzo, John Paul Jones, Robert Plant, Jason Bonham, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I stand for that. Creativity, I stand for that. But Buckin', thank you so much. I love you, brother. I love you all. Take care. See ya.